Hey guys, welcome to P-Cubed, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians.
For today's video, we chose another Led Zeppelin song. This one, I don't know the song, but I read a little bit about the backstory. So even though it's very personal and kind of like a sad song, I still thought we should definitely give it a listen because I heard it's really beautiful from the comments that I read. It was like, oh my god, this is the most beautiful song ever written. Yeah, and they're saying if you're listening to this, you have a great taste in music, and we definitely want to be there. So that's why we chose this song to listen to today. We made a playlist on our channel of all the Led Zeppelin reactions that we have done so far. So make sure you go check it out if you haven't already. After this video, the link will be up there. So this one, I mean, probably a lot of you guys know, but this was written after Robert Plant's son died, unfortunately, and then this is kind of like his tribute to his young son that passed away. So I am, even though it's really like upsetting, but I really like appreciate, and it's kind of like very, I don't know, such a powerful thing to do, I feel like, from a composer or songwriter standpoint, to be able to do that, because putting all that grief and all that heavy emotions into music, I mean, definitely it's not easy, but also I think when they do that, the result is something really timeless and so relatable and so personable. In the other cases that I've listened to such songs, either, I mean, it also is there in classical music as well, after like so much like tragedy and traumas, composers like come write about it. It doesn't necessarily reflect that, but sometimes it shows the process of getting past it. Sometimes it just shows certain emotions. And so I'm curious to see like what angle he took for this one. So yeah, so that's why I was like, we should definitely check this one out, because we also looked at or listened to a lot of Led Zeppelin, so why not this one? So I would say let's go ahead and get it started.
I'm also very excited because I like Led Zeppelin, and I think when they will make a sad music, then it has to be really beautiful.
Right. All right, let's see.
Should I fall out of love more far in the night to chase a feather in the wind, within the glow that weaves a cloak of delight, that moves a thread that has no end, for many hours and days that pass ever soon, the tides of course that flame the dim.
Plus, yeah, I think it's going to chorus. Honestly, I was not expecting the intro to be that, I don't know, I was expecting maybe like a softer, gentler, but then I reminded myself this is Led Zeppelin. So even if in these like personal, emotional songs, I love that there is like always like a hint of rock energy in it. I was maybe picturing like a guitar solo, I don't know, for some reason, but then when it started that motif, and then the motif kind of continued when he was singing, it became kind of like an ostinato line underneath. uh, that really was kind of haunting, because then I feel like something happens. I mean, we haven't listened to enough of it to make big decisions or judgments about it, but I feel like it's always that maybe it can represent the grief, because that's always like underlying in your life. You never forget that. So it's like an ostinato going on in your life, even if you think you move past it. So I don't know if the ostinato is going to continue or not. So maybe that was an early judgment, but that's what it kind of reminded me of.
Yes, exactly. That's so funny because we had the exact same like imagination, or better said, expectation. I exactly was expecting like slower, like more guitar, more like, you know, this kind of really obvious kind of sad intro at least. But then as the sadness came, as the singer started to sing, because the emotions that he put it in his voice, I mean, he didn't extra put it, he was feeling them really because of the sad thing that happened, and the melody that he chose, and it was all so exactly haunting, and really you could feel the pain into it. So
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to see
Yeah.
this,
All
or
right.
to hear that.
Let's go a little bit to see the transition to the next
The
one.
arm is straight, the hand to the loom. Is this the end or just begin? All of my love, all of my love, oh, all of my love to you. All of my love, all of my love, oh, all of my love to you. The cup is raised, the toast is made yet again. One voice is clear above the din. Proud Ariane, one word, my will to sustain. For me, the cloth once more to spin. Oh, all of my love, all of my love, oh, all of my love for you. All of my love, all of my love, yes, all of my love to you, child. Yours is the
So let's
plot.
just pause here before I think he's starting the other verses. That was beautiful. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like whatever I say is just over talking. I don't know, yeah, because one thing that I would say is that the presence of, I guess it was synthesizers, because I don't think they have a string, but also it really sounded like synthesizer string type. It's really bold here, unlike the other songs that's what the introduction started with. And even though there was like instrumental solo parts, which I really love, I think they're so beautiful. It still like went around that theme that the synthesizer started. So the solo parts didn't go all the way crazy, or even the dynamic parts of it. They kind of like, it was kind of like a get together moment that everybody gets their turn without like exploding the stage, if that makes sense. It was like, okay, kind of like quietly like playing and doing their thing. And then the synthesizers were also like present for the most time. So I think that was different, and then it kind of like it was a new surprise again.
Yeah, also exactly for me, the two instruments that they put it in the solo part in this song. The first one that was like a brass instrument. In my ear, it was like sounding like a trumpet. I don't know if it was like that.
Yeah, I think it was a saxophone, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be also, but yeah, it didn't sound like a real instrument. It sounded because the every note was so direct and so in the same color. It really felt like it's a it made with the
also a
keyboard or
synthesizer, yeah.
synthesizer. But yeah, but this and also all the electric guitar and every, you know, the whole vibe of the Led Zeppelin. It really matched the whole vibe of the Led Zeppelin and everything, you know. It was so much until the really acoustic guitar came, and then I was like, oh, that was such a shocking moment, because every instrument that they use in this band in my ear is like more in the electronic part, you know, side, like not less acoustic, like acoustic guitar, or like, you know, like this kind of I don't know, they have a specific really
Right.
sound, and then the acoustic guitar was really I don't know, a shocking point for me in this solo and in this whole song, and it really added even more this sadness, because for me the sadness that sometimes the acoustic instruments can bring to the music, no electric music it can do this kind of type of I don't know, the color that they bring. So it was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
That they
Yeah,
put it,
definitely.
Yours is the cloth, mine is the hand that throws time. His is the force that lies within. Ours is the fire, all the warmth we can find. He is a feather in the wind. All of my love, all of my love, oh, all of my love to you now. All of my love, oh, yes, all of my love to you now. All of my love, all of my love, all of my love.
Wow.
Well, for me, I mean, in my interpretation, I kind of get why did they chose this tempo and this music for such a sad subject, and not take like the typical slower tempo, like really sad music to it. I mean, a part of it could be maybe it's the style of the band or the era that they were doing, or something, but also it kind of felt like the real life, actually, because every tragic thing that happens into your life, it's not like that, okay, your life or the whole world is just stopped because you had a tragedy. It's like you still have to do, you know, you have to still go to work or do your everything, everyday jobs, and life goes on, you know, and you have to also uh, do your things, and you go on. It cannot, you cannot stop your life because of a tragedy that happens, no matter how big the tragedy is. So this sudden tragedy is a really a sad thing, like a sad melody in his life, but that is also going goes on, you know. And the tempo of the song was like really moving forward. It wasn't like really hyped and energetic, and also not like really settled down and that like a total breakdown, but it was like moving forward, but with a very sad melody and sad like sometimes instrument or sad colors in here and there.
Yeah, that's true. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking about how in most of their songs that we listen to, and also I think most of the other band songs, there's always like kind of like a climax for the singer or for the instruments. So the dynamic range or the dynamic arc is a little bigger. They start more intimate, like even softer than how they started, and really build it up. But in this song we didn't have that, so it kind of started there. I wouldn't say it's like started super soft, so it was kind of like the same level of dynamics where they finished it, and it didn't have like really crazy dynamic range or dynamic arc. So I think that's another thing that I noticed that is really I don't know, like matching the vibe of the song or the topic of the song. It didn't have those crazy moments of explosion.
At least the Led Zeppelins that we listened to was kind of like that, and I think it's you are, I think you one time also said it, that it's kind of their style,
Yeah,
that
the
they don't
structure.
have like a chorus or like a really big like climax or something, and it's just something that he comes and goes and hits you
Yeah,
in the way, and you're like, oh, what just happened, you know. It's like kind of like
yeah,
this.
structure definitely is like I feel like actually the structure of this song, I don't know, so I guess it's just not right to put like a label on a band, because now that I'm thinking about all the songs I've listened to, yes, the most famous ones, they had that kind of weird structure that there was no like traditional chorus maybe, and then the motifs come and go as like really audible hooks for you, for your ear to know where you are. This song, on the other hand, didn't have that feeling for me. I think the structure was more like a traditional song. I know there was like the chorus and verses were more like, okay, I know this is the first verse, this is the chorus. So I think in that case that was kind of similar, but I like that they still had their some of their elements of like the band and the song that was present. So definitely that was also like, I guess like beautiful is the most like in the most traditional and conventional way fits this song, like just how to describe it. It was just so beautiful in every aspect. So yeah, that was a different side of this band that we just explored today, and we really enjoyed it as we were expecting to. So thank you guys for watching us. We hope you enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and leave your comments below if you want to support us more. There's a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.